Okay, third grade mathematicians, by raising hands, who can tell me what are place values? Yes, Matthew. Very good. Yes, they are right here. When we have a number, every number has a value, right? Now looking at this number, raising hands again, who can tell me what number is in the tens? What number is in the tens? Ashley. Very good. The 5 is in the tens. So how many tens do we have here total? Right. That shows that we have 50 tens. Good. Now using this same number, what is our ones place value? Jeremy. Good, 3. So we have how many ones? 3, right. So this number shows us that we have 600 plus 50 plus 3 equals 653. Good. Let's try another number, remembering our place values. If we had 89, how many tens do we have in there? Very good. We have 8 tens. That would give us 80, right? And how many nines? How many in the ones places? I'm sorry, how many ones? I just gave you the answer. I did. Very good. You got me. There are 9 ones. So 80 plus 9 equals 89. Very good. Okay. So now that we really know our place values, we're going to talk about something new today. We're going to talk about rounding numbers. Now, sometimes we round numbers. It's something we use every day in math in real life. And we use it for measurements or for money or how many of an object that we have. When we round numbers, it doesn't give us an exact number, but it makes it easier for us to use. So if I'm rounding numbers, that means that we're making a number higher or lower. Now, if I wanted to round a number to the tens, let's see, if I had the number 34, say I had 34 boxes, okay? But I need to pack those in my car and I don't know exactly how many I can fit. What would we do with that number? Well, I would look at that and I would say, I can't work with that number 34. That's just not going to stick in my head. So I want to round this number. If I want to round this number to the closest 10, because this is our tens place value, correct? If I wanted to round that number to the nearest 10, let's look at a number line. So we had 30 over here, 40 over here, and let's say this is 35, okay? Now we have 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39. Now my 34 would fall right about here, correct? This is 34. Now when we round, we're going to go up to the next highest 10 because I'm wanting to round to the nearest 10. Up to the highest 10 or down to the lower 10, okay? Now when we look at the number 34, how many jumps does it take us to go down to 30? We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so minus 4 would get us to 30. Okay, so there's our 34. If I wanted to go up to 40, how many jumps would it take? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, now that would take me 6. So what can you tell me is closer? Is 34 closer to 40 or 34 closer to 30? Exactly. Yes. 34 is only 4 from 30. So if we were rounding this number 34, we would round it to 30, just to make it easier to remember, because sometimes those rounded numbers are just easier to remember. Okay, let's try another one. Who can give me a number to try? A number less than 100, please, just to make it a little easier for today. Okay, 76. Let's do 76. All right, our number 76, and we want to round to the nearest 10. So what number are we looking at for here? For the nearest 10, if we were to draw a number line, what's the next 10 above 76? Right, that would be 80. And the 10 below 76? Good, 70, okay? So here's our 75, say 76, 77, 78, 79. So here's 76. 74, 73, 72, 71, okay? Well, let's do some jumping again. So here's our 76. How many will we have to go back to get to 70? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 70 minus 6, or I'm sorry, 76 minus 70 would be 6. Correct. Now if we went forward, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 76 plus 4 is 80. So which one are we closer to? Very good, 80. So rounding 76 to the nearest 10 would be 80. Good. Okay, so I'm going to show you another way of looking at rounding. Let's see here. Now sometimes we can round by looking at a number this way. Say we had that same number 76, okay? So we can put our 76 here. Instead of using our number line, we can go ahead and say, okay, what is the closest 10, because we're rounding to 10s right now today. What is our closest 10 to 76 going up? Right, there's our 80, 76, right, 70. So we know 76 is between 70 and 80, and we want to round to the closest. One way that we can look at this also is to look at our ones place value. When we're rounding our 10, which is our 7, right, we have 7 tens. When we're rounding our 10s, we want to look at the number next to it, to the right, which would be the ones. So this number can tell us, without making a number line, without doing our jumps, whether we're going to make this an 8 or keep it a 7, okay? Now the rule for rounding, see if we have our handy dandy little help sheet here. The rule for rounding is if the number directly to the right, and it doesn't matter what place you're rounding, if I'm rounding big numbers or if I'm just rounding my 10s, but the number directly to the right is going to tell us if it's 0 to 4, we're going to round down. But if this number directly to the right, right here, is 5 to 9, we're going to round up. Okay? So here we see that the 6 is in the 5 to 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So we're going to round up. So that's 76. We're going to round up, becomes 80. Okay? Does everybody get that? It's a little different than doing number line. But once you get that down, it's a little easier than doing a number line. Let's try another number. Ooh, gracious. We are falling apart in the classroom today. All right, let's try, give me a number. Yes. 17. All right, so we're going to do, our number is 17. So when we have the number 17, plotting it out the same way, and we want to round to the nearest 10, what is the next 10 up from 17? Right, 20. And the next 10 down from 17? Good, 10. Okay, so now, who can tell me if I am rounding in the tens place, which number am I going to look at? Am I going to look at my tens number to figure out how to round? Very good, no. I'm going to look in my ones place. Okay, so remember our help sheet here. When we have a number between 5 and 9, what are we going to do? Right, we're going to round up. So this number, so 17, rounds up to 20, okay? And we can do this on our number line. It takes a little longer, but we'll do this. 20, 10, here would be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So here's our 17. Here's 14, 13, 12, 11. Okay? So here is our, let's change colors here. Here is our 17, right? Now if we wanted to go back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you'd have to go back 7 spaces to get to 10, right? It takes us, 7 jumps to get to 10. Okay, now if I want to go up to 20, 1, 2, 3. So it would take, correct, just 3 spaces to get to the 20. So 20 is the closest number for our rounding. Okay, does everybody see that? Good. Alrighty. One way that you can kind of keep in mind that might be a neat visual clue to help you. When you're trying to remember this rule, our rounding rule, that says 0 to 4 goes down and 5 to 9 goes up, we can do something like this. Okay, here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And think of our little choo-choo train. Remember we've used our little choo-choo train before, or our truck, right? And he is trying to get up the mountain, and he's going and going and going. Oh, and he goes past 1 and past 2 and past 3 and 4, but he just can't make it the rest of the way up the mountain. So if he only gets to 4, oh no, he falls back down. He goes down to the next number down, right? But if he can keep going, if he can get all the way up and go over that hill and get to the 5, then he's going up to the higher, right? See that? So that's a good thing to remember if we don't have our cheat sheet here to help us, right? If he can't get past that 4, oh, he's going back down. But if he gets past that 4 and up to 5, he goes over the hill into the higher, okay? Good job. So let's go ahead and try. We're going to work on our rock and roll sheet. This is going to be our exit ticket today. What we're going to do with this, we're going to break into groups, and we are going to each get our worksheet. We're each going to get 2 dice, okay? You're going to roll your dice and say I roll a 1 and a 3. Well, I can either do 13 or 31, and we're going to put that number here. Okay, let's show you how to do this. So I wrote a 1 and a 3, and I want to do 31 with that. So I'm going to do 31. Then on my number line, I'm going to put, let's say this is 30 and 40. And I'm going to have to decide what is the rounded nearest 10. When I'm rounding to the nearest 10. Now you can either use the number line and you can do your jumps. Here would be 31 and I jump, or I just go here using my add-on, okay? Or you can do what we were doing here, 31, 40, or 30, and decide which way it's gonna go, okay? By using this, all right? But I'm gonna be walking around, helping everyone, and we'll see what we can do with these rounding numbers, okay?